Let's cover the basics of Scrum. Scrum is a lightweight, agile framework designed to help teams manage complex projects by delivering value through adaptive solutions. At its core, Scrum is about delivering value incrementally. It uses empirical process control, which is the practice of making decisions based on observation and evidence. This is supported by three pillars: transparency, inspection, and adaptation. These pillars enable teams to monitor progress, identify necessary adjustments, and ensure continuous improvement. Scrum is grounded in five core values: commitment, courage, focus, openness, and respect. These values foster a strong, collaborative environment. When each team member upholds these values, it reinforces trust, alignment, and focus on team's objectives. These values are essential to creating the conditions that allow Scrum to work effectively. Scrum is made up of events, roles, and artifacts. Events help organize the work and maintain a rhythm. Roles define responsibility and accountability within the team. And artifacts are the tools that provide transparency and help track progress. The Scrum Framework. The product backlog. The Scrum process kicks off with the product backlog, managed by the product owner. It's a prioritized list of everything the product needs: features, improvements, fixes. The product owner keeps it up to date, so it reflects the latest business and user needs. Backlog refinement. Next, the Scrum team does backlog refinement. Here, the developers and the product owner work together to clarify, break down, and estimate items in the backlog. This helps ensure the top items are ready to go when the next sprint starts. Sprint planning. At the start of each sprint, the team meets for sprint planning. With guidance from the product owner, the team decides on a set of backlog items to focus on and defines a clear sprint goal. They create a sprint backlog, which is the specific work they'll tackle in the sprint. The Scrum Master facilitates this meeting to keep everybody on track. The sprint itself. Once planning is complete, it's time for the sprint. This is the focused work period, usually 2 weeks, but is defined by the team, where the developers collaborate to achieve the sprint goal. The Scrum Masters support the team by removing any obstacles, allowing them to stay focused on the work. The daily stand-up. Each day, the team has a quick daily stand-up, where each developer shares their progress, plans, and any blockers. This helps everyone stay aligned, and the Scrum Master can step in if any issues need support. Sprint review. At the end of the sprint, it's time for the sprint review. Here the team showcase their completed work to the stakeholders, getting valuable feedback. The product owner updates the product backlog if needed based on this input, so it stays relevant. Sprint retrospective. Finally, the team has a sprint retrospective where they reflect on how the sprint went. The Scrum Master leads this meeting, focusing on what went well, what could improve, and setting action items for the next sprint. It's all about continuous improvement for the team. This is the Scrum framework. So let's summarize what you have learned. Scrum is built around three main elements: events, artifacts, and roles. Events keep the team organized and aligned. The process begins with backlog refinement, where the team clarifies and prepares items in the product backlog to ensure they're ready for the upcoming sprint. Next is sprint planning, where the team defines the sprint goal and selects the work they'll focus on. During the sprint, they have a daily stand-up to share progress and address any obstacles. At the end of the sprint, the team holds a sprint review to showcase completed work and gather feedback from stakeholders. Finally, in the sprint retrospective, the team reflects on what went well and what can be improved for the next sprint. Roles. Roles define responsibility within the team. The product owner prioritizes the work to ensure the product meets business needs. The Scrum Master facilitates the Scrum process, helping to remove any obstacles the team faces. The developers are the team members who will build the product, work collaboratively to achieve the sprint goal. Artifacts. Artifacts provide transparency and structure. The product backlog, managed by the product owner, is a prioritized list of everything needed for the product. The sprint backlog is the list of work the team commits to for the sprint. At the end of each sprint, the team produces a product increment, a potentially shippable piece of the product that adds value. To visualize progress, many Scrum teams use a Scrum board to track tasks as they move through the stages, such as to do, in progress, and done. Together, these events, artifacts, and roles create structure that enables the team to deliver value in a focused, iterative way. I hope you enjoyed reviewing the Scrum framework, and I'm looking forward to going into more detail about Scrum and other Agile concepts.